All right, everybody. You know, when you're trying to, get things done in your life, and you're trying to, reach some goals, and there's tasks in your life where you're just trying to, make some things happen. And sometimes sometimes things don't seem like they're going the way that we plan. So sometimes, we get frustrated, you know, and we don't know, if we had that same passion that we had before when we started, you know, because it could be anything. You can, be trying to put an event together. You could be trying to, get a gathering for everybody to come and meet up, and sometimes you get frustrated because a lot of shit goes into, getting things done in your life. We're trying to reach goals, and we just sometimes we're trying to accomplish those one things, and sometimes we're trying to accomplish a whole bunch of things, and it's not always gravy getting it done. But once we get it done, we feel good about it. You know, we feel good about accomplishing some things in our lives that get us going. And sometimes you can, write down, you know, some goals. Don't put too many. Start off with one and achieve that one, so you can, see see yourself through some of that. You could, because sometimes you have to see the storm of yourself. Sometimes you got to understand the frustration of yourself. Sometimes you got to see where your patience is at. And sometimes our patience is not always good. And, patience just don't come overnight. Because you got to go through some things to get patience in your life. And not all of us, have that patience. Because we all want it fast, quick. But sometimes when, you know, that passion comes into something, and those goals and those dreams and those twitters inside you that get you to going, you got to have faith in what you do. And faith don't come overnight, because everything in our lives is a practice. Whether it's bad or whether it's good, it's going to show how either good you are or how bad you are. There's no other way around it. So you have to find that faith in yourself. And you have to learn yourself, learn, the things about you and what causes you to, make the same mistakes, what causes you to break down and give up. What's your distractions? Do people distract you a lot? So you come across a lot of that about yourself. You know, growing up, you're going to notice some things about yourself. So you can let some things in life hit you so hard where you will always give up, or you'll be afraid to try. You ever been afraid to try something and someone was saying, just give it a try, see if it works, and you pull out of it? Those are things about ourselves that we start to learn. Can we handle it? You know, are we ready for it? Are we scared? Do we have doubts? So you start to see those things in yourself. Everybody don't have doubts, and everybody ain't afraid. A lot of people make mistakes. A lot of people don't give up. These are all factors that we go through when we're trying to learn. And it's not always good. You know, you got to go through that storm when it comes to learning. Nobody learns overnight, but at the same time, you put that time in with yourself, and sometimes just being ahead of schedule and just giving yourself a shot at things, kind of do help you. You have to give yourself a shot. And if you don't give yourself a shot, then you'll never know what you have in you. You'll never know your motivation. Now, some people will be afraid and say, you know, well, I don't have that faith. My faith is different. No, all faith is within yourself. From being feared of doing something, being fear of the approach, being afraid to move on, or just taking a chance in your life, just learning the lesson to move on. Everything within yourself is faith within you. And if you don't have that faith, then you'll find yourself stuck in this loophole. Like, why can't I recover? Why can't I understand what's going on? I don't understand why this keep happening. So you pull all those emotions through yourself, and it ain't always good. But you can't beat yourself up like it's hard and nobody doesn't understand. You know, a lot of people understand, a lot of people don't. See, everybody's faith within you. Sometimes the critics that don't have the faith in you don't matter, because that's your test right there to see who you are and what you can do. And do you have to prove them wrong? No, you don't have to prove them wrong. Do we find ourselves trying to prove people wrong? We've all done it. Certain things push you to say, you know what? I'm not gonna let this person make me feel like I can't do this, I can't do that. So sometimes, we take on faith a different kind of way, just to show people what you can and what you can't do. And most of the time, that ain't even the right way to do things. To show another person up. You'll learn that as you grow. But faith in yourself. Faith is something that eventually grows in you. And you get that part in your life where you just start to see things and believe things in a different way. Because trust me, you're gonna have to have faith in something. And I think faith within God, faith within your ancestors, faith in change, faith in a turnaround, and faith in you can do it. You're gonna have to believe in something. But faith starts within your spirit of yourself. And when you start, going through those changes in your life, and you feel like the world is on your shoulders, and you feel like everything is going wrong, you're going to have to pull yourself out of that, and you're going to need faith. And you're going to have to pray. A lot of people don't believe in it, but trust me, you can't make it in this world by yourself without faith. Or you'll find yourself alone, and you'll find yourself with everything just closing in to the point where you don't even want to come out. Without faith, everything gets dark around you. There's no light to see, no light to think about what to do. You just lose doubt within self. So sometimes I make I write a lot of posts on my Facebook and my Instagram. And I know a lot of people probably wonder why I do that. Well, I do that because I've been through things myself. And it took time to realize some things. It took years to, for me to wake up. And no one's perfect. You can't beat yourself up with any years that you lost, because any years that you lost, you didn't lose them. You was just going through a lesson. You was in class. You was in that journey, trying to figure it out. But eventually, somewhere in your life, something does click, and you snap out of it. Something points you in a different direction. Someone comes into your life. You may hear something. You may read something. Something gives you a turnaround in your life that creates that faith of you can do it. You can do it. Believe in you. Believe in yourself. Nothing moves on this earth if you don't have faith in yourself and if you don't believe in you. I sometimes I thought that, going to church, would help me. And, I like the church. But I always believe that God sometimes finds you. He don't always find you in the church. Sometimes God finds you somewhere else outside the church and points you in the right direction. Everything in life don't have to be lost hope at all. So if you believe in something that you want to do, you can do it. But have faith. Because all that faith that you have starts to give you that inspiration, starts to give you that unknown power that no one can see, or what it took to get there, what struggle you went through, and how you found your way out, how you dug your way out of a situation. Faith is like a superpower, but it's in you. I can't give you my faith. I can give you a template. I am a witness. I am a sample. I've been through that situation, and I know what faith is. I've seen things change in my life where I didn't place one finger. And sometimes you can be out of balance where you're too eager, you're too fast, and things seems like it's going this way, going that way, and things just don't seem like it's going right for you at all. But sometimes something just points in a direction for you. You can feel it. It's a frequency of yourself. Then all of a sudden you don't even understand how it happened. It gets you right on the right track. That boost in your life. That drag that picks you up, and you don't have to be dragged no more. The years that's been taken away from you. You can't worry about the years you lost. But if you still got life, that means that you got more life that you can gain back, and you can make any correction in your life to fix whatever. Who's gonna tell you that? Your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. These are all people that's around us that's gonna, talk to us and give us that advice. So faith is actually all around you. But that other part of faith that moves your spirit, that releases that heaviness off your shoulder, that faith is in you. And anything can be turned around in your life. Faith is different, because sometimes we can, we had all the faith, but things still didn't go right. And we kind of confused that with a loss in our lives, material things that we might have lost, a class we didn't pass, a job we lost. Sometimes life is a test. And you can't blind yourself in anger and loss and defeat. You gotta sit back and you have to find it. You have to find it within you, and it'll all come together. But you can't give up on yourself at all. You gotta have faith. But do we let people distract us, make us lose that hope in ourselves? See, everything on earth is a test. You'll never know it's a test. But what you're going through and why it's so hard, That could be the test. And you have to find your way out of it. You have to find your way out of it. And you got to carry that light with you through that darkness. And that's that faith. You can cry. You can scream. You do whatever it takes for you to recover. But get up and you talk to God. And I guarantee you, somewhere, things are going to change and turn around in your life. We just have to do our best and never give up. Some things we don't question because sometimes we may not get the answer that we want. So you have to keep having that motivation within yourself. And you have to keep having that faith. Because without any of that, nothing will go right. It'll never go right. So believe in you and have faith in you. Because it's real important that you hang in there, you don't give up. Or we're going to fall, or we're going to get some scars, or we're going to be hurt, our heart going to be broken. But that's part of us. We're all human. We love hard. We love strong. We'll fight for love. But you have to have faith. And you got to have that faith within you. Faith is undescribable because me telling you my faith would seem like it's a miracle. And it would seem like, wow, well, you made it out. And I did make it out. I'm still having a hard time. So I don't understand faith. Well, that just sets you back further. Because sometimes faith could be a treasure. But everything is a treasure because it's everything inside you that you have to find. And once you find that part about you, you'll see that turnaround. It takes one change in your life in the right direction and you'll see all your blessings. You'll start to see your blessings. You'll start to see things go right around you. A lot of people won't tell you that. Sometimes people just say, well, they have to learn the hard way. And that may be the case sometimes. But that's just people that done gave up. And so you have to find faith. And you have to believe in something. Because without believing in nothing, nothing happens. Nothing changes. You gotta want it. You gotta believe in you. You got to know what you can do. And you believe in something, and you want it to work, and it's not working, you figure out why it's not working. You find out if it is worth working out, fixing, achieving. Those are all the factors in life about faith. You putting your all into something and believing into something and trying to understand, will it work? The train never stops. Faith never stops. We ride this. We ride this life. We ride life until life decides to drop us off for our resting points. That's what we believe in. That's where it takes us. But you gotta have faith. And you got to have faith within you. Have the right people around you. That's important. Because sometimes having the wrong people around you, things don't go right. And this is a part of, hoping that, the world does change. Because if we ain't sticking together in this world, you can see all the things that are not working right. You can see where faith taking you. So that's what we have to look at. What do we believe in? Do we believe in each other? Or do we be misguided by people that misguide our faith, our hope, our salvation of ourselves? I don't look at nobody different if they go to church or if they don't go to church. Your heart and your sense of direction and the care within other folks is all you need. That's all you need. That concludes my podcast called Tell the World. And if you like my podcast, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to follow me on Podbean, that's where I am doing my audio, as well as I am on YouTube doing video. You guys have a blessed and nice evening.